everyone. We at SRN International School conducted a one-day workshop on career counseling with the students of SRN International School in association with Mr. Ganesh Balakrishnan, an air veteran from the Indian Air Force who has served the country for 20 years. The Career Counselling Workshop was a part of a British Council's ISA activity number 5, which was Career Junction Project. Mr. Ganesh Balakrishnan helped the students in explaining the various career options that the students could become a part of. The enthusiasm shown by the students of SRN International School made the session all the more gainful and thought provoking. The outcome of the workshop was outstanding. All the students enthusiastically took part and were able to analyze their own aptitudes and personalities. It helped the students develop a global outlook. Altogether, it was a wonderful experience.
I am Protractor Abhinand, and on behalf of Rotaract Club of RVCE, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to Ms. Usha Sharma, Principal of SRN International School, and other dignitaries. I also welcome the students who have gathered here for an enlightening session. Today, we have gathered here to look into one of the most important phases of life, career. Career guidance consists of services that help people successfully plan and follow their career path. Career development, an aspect of human development, is a process through which an individual's work identity emerges. Although it will occur on its own as you mature, you may benefit from getting assistance as you navigate through this process. He is a guiding force for students of SAT, GRE, GMAT, CAT, IELTS, DOEFL students. He is transforming lives of students by placing them in universities abroad for education. His achievements include MBA in Retail Management, Postgraduate Diploma in Medical Law, and Ethics from National Law School, University Bangalore, and Bachelor's in Marketing Management. As a philanthropist, he is very much involved in Rotary activities and has also served in various committees in the RI District 3190. A Rotarian of Rotary Club of Bangalore, Lalbagh, he was the president in the year 2017-18 and has been successfully involved in substantive projects. He has conducted career counseling training sessions for several rural schools and colleges and has made an impact in the lives of more than 15,000 students by disseminating information about various available career choices to students after 10th and 12th standards in the past 4 years. A very good morning, sir, and over to you.
Thank you, Abhinand, for the lovely introduction. It's too long, I think. It's just that I do career counseling. I'm taken it as a vocation just to help the rural people, and I had visited some of the rural schools, and I thought they don't have that this thing. So I thought, let me use my knowledge. It started off like that, so I do it with as a passion there. Career counseling is a passion for me, and I do it. Maybe you can call it promptly.
Thank you, Abhinandan, for the emotional acknowledgement. Blissful morning to one and all. I, Usha Sharma, Principal SRN International School, Jaipur, welcome you all at this motivational session from Rotaract Club, Bangalore. I'm excited to see the smiling faces of my adorable SRNians. No doubt, we are going to have an amazing and enlightening session. I take the privilege to introduce our distinguished guest of the day. Many of you might be knowing eminent personality, that is, he's none other than Rotarian Shri Ganesh Balakrishnan ji, a motivator, career advisor, education consultant in India and abroad, and proud air veteran. He's renowned self-developed entrepreneur, possessing magnetic personality. SRN International School fraternity welcome you, sir, most heartily.
Thank you.
Your motivational sessions have had a tremendous impact on a lot of people, leading to more balanced personal and professional lives. Today's guest will be enlightening all of us about choosing the career. Career counseling is a crucial service in the education sector, and our school counselors have been conducting very effective sessions to highlight the career options and opportunities. Dear students, you have been studying all subjects such as language, mathematics, science, social science, along with practices of number of life skills such as fine arts, music, dance, so on. Then in 11th, you select the stream of your choice on the basis of interest and aptitude. Now you are having n number of queries regarding a specialized career option in your country and abroad. As to convert your dreams into reality, efforts into achievement on the basis of your vision, versatility, essential qualification, eligibility. Let us grab the opportunity to satisfy our queries through the enriching session by our eminent guest, Shri Ganesh Balkrishnan ji. Welcome, sir, for empowering session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your nice introduction. I'm very honored. I welcome all staff and principal and vice principal of the school and also the students of the school. A heartily welcome from my side. They have chosen me for giving you some information about career counseling, which I'll be conducting. And can I start my session, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll just like to present. Yeah, I'd like to present slides. I'll just share it. This is about me and about Rotary. See, I'm basically a guy who has spent some years in Indian Air Force. I have served the country, and after coming out, I have been serving in the corporate sector in the health field. And I thought one fine day, I thought, why not to do something in education? So we started our company Samudra Global, which is an company which places students to foreign universities. I'm a Rotarian and I'm a member of the Rotary District 3190 in Bangalore. I represent Rotary Club of Lal Bagh. My profession is a career consultant. My profession is an educationist. I'm an overseas education consultant and I do career counseling because of my passion towards career counseling. That I can call it a small introduction. And let me start my presentation. I referred to career counseling as a character building into careers. I don't think you must. Career counseling is not an apt word, so I just put it that if students develop characters which aid them into their careers, that will be a better proportion. So I always start my session as character building into careers. This is the Rotary 4-way test. Rotary has got something to give it to the society. It's a world's largest non-government organization, and we follow a scheduled method in Rotary. And every of our actions depend on the 4-way test. So if there is a test known as 4-way test, and it is this, the first way is it the truth? We always like to speak the truth. We give clarity, we have clarity, transparency, and we believe in ethical behavior. Is it fair to all concerned? This is the second question. That concerns empathy and belonging and acceptance of friends and all friends who have made, all contacts we have made through our life in Rotary. Will it build goodwill and better friendships? This is the third question, where we often talk about trust, do good and always feel good factor. We insist on this feel good factor because if we do good for our others or the society, we always have a good night's sleep. So that is more important than about fear and all those things. You build the trust within yourself, build the trust within your friends circle, build the trust with your coordinated members of your family and friend circle, and that will last long. And the fourth question is, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Yes, 100% if you follow all these three. The fourth question also will be will aid you in making a better decision, and you will be enlarging into a teamwork which is very efficient to follow. And in future in your life, you will be following a better, you will be having a habit of doing some teamwork which coordinates your spirits. And if you don't know anything, if you are in doubt, you can always ask your fellow friends circle and your team and get the benefits out of it. So Rotary's 4-way test is very much important, and we follow it as what you think, say, or do. So we follow it by heart, and I think it builds a good character in the students if they also follow this Rotary 4-way test. This is my inspiration. His Excellency Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I have read many books, and one day I thought, yes, I have to do something for the children. Then my inspiration really helped me a lot. And he has always had a passion to convey what is in his mind to the young lot, that is children. And he is one of the great personality. He was the people's president. He has quoted that all of us do not have equal talent, but all of us have an equal opportunity to develop our talent. This is a very good statement. If you realize that what talent you have got in yourselves, if you mature it, you will be using that as an opportunity for you to get a free flow of the talent and develop careers according to the talent. I'll be coming back to that part. APJ Abdul Kalam sir has also told that about character building. He has said that the most important goal you can hope to accomplish in the course of your life is to develop the kind of personality. See, there are two types in life which you have to accommodate in your early years. That is, you have to build your personality and character. See, I told you about the 4-way test. You can take it as an example for a character. And personality is what you call respect. You must earn equal respect. You must build your self-esteem, and you must get affection of the important people belonging to you in your world, people in your world, to become an excellent person with a clear vision in every respect. I expect the students to have a clear vision in what they do and what they think about their future. So always when I take it up as a career, I always have to tell them that there are two important facets in a career. One is your educational goal, and one is your career goal. Career goal concerns what you want to become and an educational goal, which helps you to achieve the career goal and how to go about the educational goal. I normally tell people, if you have a good, strong background in education, you can achieve anything. There is nothing that you can't achieve. See, career choice is a challenge. People will tell you, your neighbors will tell you, your friends will tell you, your parents might advise you, your teachers might be advising you about careers. First, an individual student has to first decide what he wants to do. What is his choice of doing things, how to carry on doing things which he likes most, which he is good at. So when you see like that, there are several career options available in today's date. I just put up some of them here, like astronaut, architect, doctor, engineer. See, if you take science group, you can go through all this. And if you have an arts group, you can become an economist, lawyer, you can get into commercial pilot, you can become a digital entrepreneur, you can become a counselor, you can become a psychologist, you can get into defense services. If you study commerce, you can get into chartered accountant, you can become an academician. See, there are so many choices here. Finally, you can enter the civil services also. And if you want to do computers, you can become a hacker, or you can become a coder or something like that. There are several options. See, these options are meant for everyone. Nowadays, if you see, you can tell my brother is a computer engineer, my father is a doctor, my mother is an housewife, or she might be a lawyer, or she might be something else. See, there are so many influences where you can choose from. I always preach that the influences, you should fulfill your dreams. That should be your greatest influence. You should work towards your dreams. You dream of becoming something. You set goals to it to make it a reality. So people are there to help you in this. You have to have passion in your dreams. You have to work along. You have to take it as, you have to be fully motivated and confident of what you love, enjoy doing. And you must next come to the category of skills. Yes, I love to dance. I want to become a classical dancer. See, that can be possible if you are motivated and confident. In the education field, at least you must achieve to get a degree. That is very important. But when you think about classical dance, what you might think about, why will I achieve a degree? There are certain scopes for even getting a degree in classical dance. So in future, today I might tell you that, see, in our times, SSLC, that is 10th standard, was the most basic things we studied around in our school. So a basic qualification was 10th standard. Nowadays, the competition has so much increased that you have to have a minimum a degree to show that, yes, I'm a degree holder, like that. So what skills will you acquire? What are you good at? Possess the necessary aptitude. You must do a SWOT analysis, that is a strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. You must have the physique and personality to carry out your skills. When you are passionate and you have acquired the skills or you know about the skills, then you must think that, yes, will it pay or not? Is it in demand? After completion of my course, after 5 years of this course, will it be in demand or not? People might like it or not. Will I get sufficient enumeration to survive? See, pay factor is an important part. Yes, you will have the passion to do it. You will have the skills. If someone doesn't pay, you will be in a financial crisis. You have to overcome that also. After you get settled, if financial matters might not happen. But when you enter the field, there'll be a lot of thinking about financial, this thing. And academics, all this passion, how to get your passion, how to achieve your passion. I told you there are two types, educational goals and career goals. This is your career goal. So academics will be your educational goal. How to choose the subjects and support, and how to shortlist colleges and universities to achieve the reality. So you have to always explore opportunities. You have to seek guidance. You have to consistently maintain to do hard work. You have to work very hard, and you have to be dedicated and focused towards your educational goal. I always preach children that career goals can happen, but education is important. If you get through educational goals at the finest factor, then the career goals will be just a walkover. So there are some critical and important things in achieving this career goals and educational goals. The first step, you have to take with utmost care. What do you want to study? That will be your first step after your 10th standard. So choice of specific fields after standard 10 will be commerce, science and arts group. See, there are some children who might go for diploma or vocational courses, or in the new education policy, diploma and vocational courses might come up. But today's date, and always it will be only 3 fields. Is it science field? Is it commerce or arts? No branch. I always tell you, if you want to choose arts, you can choose. If you want to do commerce, you can continue doing your commerce. Or if you want to achieve something in the science field, you can get into your field. See, I'll tell you one thing. No branch is inferior to any branch. People working in science will have their own things to do. People working in commerce, they'll have their own things to do. People studying arts, they'll have their own things to do. Everyone has to work hard to achieve something in their life. There is nothing that I'm in the arts group or commerce group. I'm not equal to guys who are studying in the science group. Nothing like that. If you are studying science, you are not the ultimate person. And a person with good quality and skills achieved in the educational field and career field I will call him a better person than what is there. So always be careful. There is no inferiority complex here, and don't consider any inferiority complex or superiority complex. So the first part I would talk about when I talk about science, commerce and arts, it's in the 11th and 12th standard. So what will you do with it? In the future course of slides, I'll be talking about science group, commerce group, arts group, and what all you can achieve in that. So first thing I'll take the first step towards it. That is health, engineering and others. Science group, I call it as health group, engineering group and others. See, in science, in 11th and 12th standard, your main subjects will be physics, chemistry, mathematics. I think this is the basic subjects all over India, and I hope you are also studying these 3 subjects as the basic subjects, physics, chemistry and mathematics. And you have got biology, you have got computer science, and you have got electronics as an optional group. See, if you study biology, you will be entering the health stream. I will call it the health stream. I'll explain you further about it. If you study computer science, you might get into computers, you might get into IT field or something like that. If you study electronics, there are so many courses to do electronics. And basically, I'll tell you, an engineering course means either computer science or electronics will assist you to get good engineering courses. Biology is meant for science group, that is health group. So after 12th, 11th and 12th, you might study physics, chemistry, mathematics along with biology means you will be entering the health group, and physics, chemistry, computer science, mathematics with computer science or electronics, you will be entering the engineering field. So after 12th, that's a university education. Firstly, I'll tell you, it's about degrees. See, bachelor in science. You can study BSc degree here, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology. You can become a dietitian, that is dietitian and nutritionist. You can follow genetics. You can be a mathematics subject you can take. You can take actuarial science, forensic science, computer science, animation. See, sir, there are so many degree courses available in India. That will be 3 years after 12th standard. So after your 12th standard, 3 years if you study this, you can enter any field and become you can get absorbed in the specialized fields. This is some of the specialized fields which are quite common now. I just put it in as a list. You can just view the list. And in the health science, if you go, there are 9 ways to become a doctor in today's date in India. So the 9 ways, what are the ways? That is the 5.5 years courses after your 12th standard. To become a doctor, you have to study for 5.5 years, the basic MBBS degree or a BDS degree. MBBS is an allopathic degree, BDS is dental degree, BVSC is a veterinary degree, BAMS, you have heard about Ayush, that is bachelor's in Ayurveda, bachelor's in Yoga and Naturopathy, bachelor's in Unani, bachelor's in Siddha, bachelor's in Homeopathy. That is known as the Ayush courses. You can become a doctor in any of one of the Ayush courses. Then nowadays in India, from the past 8 to 10 years, there's another course where you can become a doctor. That is your Form D, they call it. That is, you have to do a PhD in pharmacy. It's an integrated course of 5.5 years after your 12th. If you do your Form D, then you can practice clinically and not surgically. You have got permission from the government to practice clinically. You can give medicines to people because Form D teaches you what medicines have got what chemicals and what chemicals combine and form a medicine, and what actions it performs on a human body. You study all this in your pharma courses. So for clinical practice, there are 9, you can get permission from the doctor as a doctor. So there are 9 courses for becoming a doctor. And BSc courses in health science, you become a doctor. Or if by chance you don't want to become a doctor and you have to do some courses in health science, there are so many courses in health science, degree courses. You can become ophthalmic technology assistant. You can be a medical technology. So there are so many courses here in health science. All these health science courses are individual courses, and in some of the courses you can become an entrepreneur also. And in some of the courses you work in a hospital. The hospital contains people who have completed all these degree courses in health science. And bachelor is pharmaceuticals is one such course where you study about the impact of creating medicines for consumption. So what is the chemical they use, how it works on the human body, and what are the reactions and all those things happening on the human body. That is the bachelor in pharmaceuticals. And in India, there are some courses in farm science like BSc Agriculture, BSc Horticulture, Sericulture about silkworms, forestry, agriculture, biotech, fisheries, home science, and all those things. Nowadays, there are some very good BTech courses started by the government, in which food technology, dairy technology, and food and science technology are very important courses. and the scope of these courses is very high. You do this in a health field while studying food technology. You can become a caterer with an airline company doing all these courses, and you can start your own, become an entrepreneur with all these courses. So the exam for health stream, I'm talking about only the health stream. NEET, NEET, you might have heard about it, National Eligibility Come Entrance Test for Medical. This NEET has been made compulsory for students all over the India. So if you want to become a doctor, you have to appear for NEET. For other degree courses, there is no need to appear for any exams. In some states like Karnataka, we have some other exams for degree courses. But for becoming a doctor, you have to apply and get good marks in NEET to get good universities where you can study to become a doctor. And I think in Rajasthan, you have got Rajasthan University of Health Sciences, which allows state government quota of medical seats according to the NEET markings. And there might be private colleges and universities where NEET is compulsory and they would have had their own process for admission. And if you want to think about foreign colleges, foreign education, to become a doctor, IELTS is a language test which you have to pass. And if you want to go to US or UK or some other good country where you can study for your medical, and for degree courses, you have to have your SAT exams. You must pass your SAT exams. So these are the important examinations for health stream in India and abroad. And these are some of the colleges in Bangalore, for just for your information, because so many people appear for NEET. And I'm from Bangalore, and I thought I'll put a slide here for getting the good colleges in about the good colleges in Bangalore. So if you pass through NEET and if you want to come and study in Karnataka, some good colleges are recommended here. I don't recommend it, but for your information, I have put it here. So, engineering. In India, if you want to do engineering, there are various engineering courses which after 12th, it is of 4 years duration. So, you will be writing your 12th at 18 years, then 4 years is 22 years. You will be doing your study till 22 years. Later, you can study or you can start working. So, these 4 years are very important. See, when you choose computer science or electronics, you can do in your 12th standard, 11th and 12th standard, you can get into all these courses. Like BE, that's the abbreviation for it is Bachelors of Engineering. It's a very theoretical knowledge oriented course. BTech, you have got BTech, it's Bachelor of Technology. It's a practically oriented program in India, along with the industries, where you can complete BTech and get into the industries. But if you want to do your MS courses after your engineering, BE is most preferred because a lot of theoretical knowledge will help you in that if you have dreams of becoming a PhD in those fields. But let's start at this level. At this level, BTech is good. Then you have got bachelors in architecture, where you have design, planning and construction of physical structures. Then you have got bachelors of planning, which has been started around 4-5 years back in India, where in IITs you have got this course, and in very big institutions, very good institutions, there is a Bachelor of Planning where you can study about urban and town planning. This is 4 years course after your 12th standard. So some basically courses where you can look out after for your engineering are civil, mechanical, electrics and electrical and electronics, then computer science, interested in polymer science, textiles, chemical, IT, electronics and instrumentation, petroleum, biomedical. See, biomedical and biotechnology are in courses where there's a lot of demand now. Marine courses, aerospace, naval, aeronautical, ceramic, metallurgical, automobile, and many more courses like this. Nowadays, you can, in your basic degree courses, that is your BE courses, you can select IT with computer science with electronics and something which are offered in many colleges. You can even study AI with computer engineering. Some colleges offer it, but these are all the basic courses in engineering. And in the specialization mode, I told you about some colleges offer during your BE tenure only. They offer some specialized courses which are very good for your future. Or if you want to do your basics in BE, do as they teach you in basics, and do your specialization during your post graduation. That also is a very good option, and it will give you more knowledge about the courses. So you have got courses like artificial intelligence, mechatronics, cyber crime, cyber security, radio and engineering physics, which is very important for astro courses, like people who study astronomy, people who want to be a space scientist, something like that. And people who study aerospace, they need this radio and engineering physics. And you've got structural science, environmental science, embedded systems, digital signal processing, data science, robotics, mobile networks, fluid dynamics, acoustics, nuclear, polymer science, and VLSI, that is very large scale integration. These are very popular specialization courses now, and some of these courses are offered during your degree period also, with your computer science or electronics or electrical courses. So it's good to do it in BE, or if you miss out, you can do it in a post graduation. Even IITs offer all these courses. So the competitive exam for engineering, you study in 11th and 12th, computer science and electronics, choose your courses here. But before choosing the courses, you have to write some exams for it. And these are all India exams which I'm talking to you about. JEE Mains, JEE Advanced. See, for getting around 15% seats are reserved all India basis for in all colleges for JEE Mains and Advanced. And some colleges, some universities consider your basic qualification as JEE Mains passed and give you seat based on the JEE Mains score. See, if you want to get into NIT's IIITDM, that is, NIT's is National Institute of Technologies, Indian Institute of Information Technology and Design Management, that is IIITDM. In Bangalore and Hyderabad, IIITDM is known as International Institute of Information Technology and Design Manufacturing. And other private institutes, private universities like you have got in Rajasthan, Birla Institute, and so many good institutes in Rajasthan also is available. So you get your admission, JEE, you get your engineering admission based on your JEE Mains score. So IIT, DM and all consider only your JEE Mains score. They don't have a state quota. So they consider only a national quota, and your national ranking should be very good. If you score more than 70% in your JEE Mains, you are eligible to write the JEE Advanced for IIT's Indian Institute of Technologies, Indian Institute of Science, Indian Institute of Science and Research, Indian Institute of Space Technology, Indian Institute of Statistical Management. Then you have got NISA, you have got UMDAE, that is the Atomic Energy in Mumbai. So with the Department of Atomic Energy, with University of Mumbai, you have got your basic science subjects where you can study in IISc Bangalore, that's the top institution in India for basic science courses. These, for getting admissions in all these courses, you have to pass your JEE Advanced with very good percentiles. So, and the next competitive for architecture, who wants to pursue in architecture, the national exam is NATA, and you have got other exams also state-wise if you want to follow those state-wise. And I think in Rajasthan, REAP is available, and private and deemed universities, they have got their own education panel and own education examination systems all over India. So, and for foreign education, it is SAT for education overseas and IELTS as a language test. So these are the competitive exams if you want to become an engineer after your 12th standard. Some of the engineering colleges in Bangalore, like I described about some of the medical colleges, some of the engineering colleges, good engineering colleges in Bangalore. Unwantedly, I have omitted on college. Maybe RV students will tell me about it, but I wanted to speak about it because RV Rotaract Club has given me this opportunity. So RV College is one of the best colleges in Bangalore. So you can get into RV College and other colleges in Bangalore Acharya, BMS, Institute of BIT, CMR, UVC, all those colleges are available. If you want to choose anyone, you can choose. That's the end of the science stream. So people who wants to enter the science stream, I've given you a brief idea about it, the educational goal about it, and you can start thinking about your educational goal and what all you want to achieve, your that is your career goals. And any doubts on this thing, after the session commerce and arts, I'll be coming back to clear your doubts. Now, let me enter the commerce stream. I love commerce because I am a commerce student and it's my basic strengths. So commerce is one of the good things I like in life. But I don't know about students. You people have to decide whether you want to enter commerce. See, science stream is science stream, commerce is commerce, arts is arts. We are not getting into divisions of the streams. We are just going along with the streams. In commerce, the main three subjects you study are accountancy, economics, and business studies. So these three subjects you study in your 12th standard accordingly, along with one subject that is extra subject, that is math, statistics, history, geography, computer science. You can choose your subjects. I hope it's well understood that accountancy and economics and business studies are the most important subjects of commerce. You have to score good marks in those things to get into good commerce colleges and score a lot of marks in this to get a good achievement of your. So after 12th, there are so many fields in commerce. The degree courses. That is, it takes 3 years to complete the degree. So if you could think at it, you can just have a roll over this. So it's BCom, Finance and Accounting. That is normal BCom. What you tell BCom, Bachelors in Commerce. They teach you basics of finance, basic of accounting, tax, banking, economics, company law. If you want to do your BBA, they call it Bachelors in Business Administration or Bachelors in Business Management. That I call it as Bachelor of Management Studies. That is, they teach you all the subjects: strategic management, microeconomics, accounting, business law, organizational strategy and behavior, leadership, entrepreneurship. See, this basically Bachelor of Management Studies, if you continue, and you have to do your MBA along with it in the future to get a good score or a good educational goal for your further achievements. I prefer MBA for all the courses, but this course particularly it's very important, Bachelor of Management Studies. Then you've got BCom Banking and Insurance, you've got BCom in Financial Markets, you've got Bachelors in Retail Management, which was a separate, they have made it separate group in Karnataka. In India also now it has become a separate group, and which comes out of marketing management. So the basic course is Bachelors in Marketing Management, and Retail Management is one of the course. This Retail Management is given importance because of the development of mall culture in India. The mall culture has brought in this retail industry, and retail Bachelors in Retail Management gives you a very big account of how to get things working in retail and how to achieve things in retail management. And marketing management, any product you have to sell, you have to market it, you have to do your marketing management. These are the specialized degree courses in commerce stream. And if you are doing BCom, that is Finance and Accounting, you have got some professional skilled options to do along with your BCom exams. That is Chartered Accountant, that will take you around 5 years to complete. Cost Accountant, that will take around 3-4 years to complete. Company Secretaryship, they'll be taking around 3 years to complete. These courses, basically today's date, you have to have a basic qualification of 12th standard, and after your 12th, you get into your degree programs and you can do your professional courses along with your BCom courses. And if you do it after BCom, you have got some subject relaxations, but duration will be longer because of the 3-year internship you have to carry out for all these courses. So if you want to do CA, the Foundation Common Proficiency Test, that is known as CPT, you will be writing it when you are in the first year BCom after your 12th. So then you have to write your intermediate, do a 4 weeks IT and soft skill course, Then practical training, that is an internship, apprenticeship with some CA. You have to do it for 3 years, and after completion of this apprenticeship, you can write your final exams. So in between, if you are doing CA, in between, after 3 years, you'll be writing your BA, BCom exams, and after that, you will be writing a chartered accountant exam. Some people write it together also. Some people have a strategy of taking it separate. Even cost accountant as a foundation course, communication and skills training, computer training for 100 hours. Then you do your intermediate. When you start your intermediate, you get into practical training for 3 years and the final course. And company secretaryship, it's a foundation program, executive program, and a professional program. It is divided into 3 parts. And company secretary, you study the legal laws of India along to do business. That is legal laws necessary for a BCom student to study. So there you become a company secretary, and if you are employed as a company secretary in some big industries or a private MNCs, you need to know all legal laws also here. This course gives you all those advantages. This is about BCom with professional courses. So specialization of BCom, not only you have got these 3, you have got certificate of PG courses with after BCom, that is auditing, funds management, management consultant, banking, investment banking, IT consultant, digital marketing, stock brokering, microfinance consultant, and many more. See, this is about managing others' money. Some people will like to manage others' money. People would have earned a lot of money, and some will be interested to manage other people's money. So you can get along with it. Hey, don't put your own money here. So then humanities. This is the arts, what you call the art stream after your 11th and 12th. So there are many majors in art stream, which account for most of the people. The most common are history, sociology, political science, economics, geography, psychology. People study English literature and many more subjects. But the basic subjects are sociology, political science, economics, and if you want to do psychology also, you can do it in the art stream. So after 12th, in the university education, you can do specialized courses in a particular stream, or some very good disciplines are there available for you. That is your fine arts. There is a fine arts course in most of the universities. Fine arts courses are about sculpture, about painting, and all those things. You can get into it. You can become a teacher or a lecturer. You can be a physical education instructor, sports coach, something like that. You might have heard about Rani Jhansi in university. So it's around in, I think it's in Gwalior, where that's the best university for physical education. You can do social work. You can do a BSW and MSW. You can get into journalism. You can get into public relations. You can get into tourism and travel, hotel management after your 12th standard, arts. You can get into fashion technology, design, psychology. You can get into criminology and correctional administration. That is one part of forensic. You can get to help you can get to study special education, where you work with children with special needs. You can get into, if you want to get into anthropology, you can study anthropology and sociology. You can get into visual arts, animation, and graphics. See, today's date, art stream is the in thing, because there are many options here which can you do. In science, you become a doctor or an engineer. In art stream, there is no stoppage to it. In BCom, you study BCom along with CA or something like that, or you might do a specialized course in that. But in art stream, you can go to any level of study. It's a very interesting stream where you can even study law. That is known as Legal Baccalaureate, that is an LLB. So in India, it is known as Bachelor's in Legal Law. So you, after your 12th standard also, there is a possibility for even science, commerce, and arts graduates after 12th standard. They can enter into law courses. There are integrated law courses, national law school universities, where you can study in 5 years. You can study BA Hons plus honors plus LLB. If you want to do it after bachelor's, LLB is a 3-year course. NLSIUs or best National Law School of India universities are the best place to study law, and there are so many private institutions also. I think you might have heard about North India, you might have heard about Amity, which is a very good this thing. The specialization correctly in demand in the arts courses, you know, you can all relate to it, like media, event management, tourism and hospitality management, fashion designing, and animation. These are all specialized courses where you can study and where you can have your educational goal as a degree. You can study media, that is bachelor in journalism, bachelor in technology, all this which I have explained to you, event management, tourism and travel technology, and fashion designing, bachelors in fashion. You have got NIFTs and NIDs for fashion and design, and animation, VFX you can study. See, there are so many scopes here, and in this, in hospitality, that's a hotel management course. You have got an all India exam. After your 12th standard, you can study, get into fashion institutes or design institutes after your 12th standard, writing an all India examination. So you have got choices of plenty here. So you can share according to your needs, according to your ideas, according to your dreams. You can take which option you want and work on those options. After your degree, I just want to tell you about MBAs. That is Master of Business Administration. That's a management professional. Usually have administrative and management roles in company, and you've got a lot of management specialization nowadays. So don't have to worry about it. The MBA's basic qualification for doing MBAs is any degree, maybe science, commerce, or arts degree, according to your interest and specialization, you can do it. And the entrance exam is CAT for IIMs, and all other private universities have all their own exams. If you want to go overseas, you can do your degree and write GMAT and go to overseas universities. The main part of, I got two more slides left. One is about defense services. I'm proud to be I'm proud to be an air veteran, served the Indian Air Force. So I might give you some tips about it. After your 12th standard, you can get into the Indian Defense Services through NDA and NA exams. That is basically called as NDA exams, National Defense Academy exams. We have this as NDA and NA exams, where you can study you will be given a qualification of a BA or BSc, and you can be in uniform, in an army uniform or an Air Force uniform or a Navy uniform, and get into perfection with your subjects, that is branches. So in army, you have got infantry, armored and artillery people passing out in army uniform, in the olive green uniform from MDA after 3 hard years of training. And in Air Force, for Air Force, they are pilots and general duties, which they pass out, and executive naval branch officers pass out in the Navy uniform from MDA, and they later on they go to their own branches. That is, Army people go to IMA, Air Force people go to AFAC, that is Air Force Administrative College, and this thing in Secunderabad, and Navy people go to Ernakulam to finally get into their branch successfully. You got, if you want to do your medical in defense services in uniform, you can write your NEET and apply for AFMC Pune. There's a competitive exam for that also. So after your NEET marks are before your NEET marks, there will be an ad in the paper. You can get into Armed Forces Medical College, which is located at Pune. There you can get into the medical branch of tri-services, that is the Army, Air Force and Navy, where you can study to become a doctor and get enrolled as a doctor get commissioned as a doctor into the defense services. And there's a technical entry scheme for Army and Navy. That's the engineering branch. They have got colleges for studying engineering. Army has got it in Roorkee, and Navy has got it in Ernakulam, Kochi. So you can get into it, you can apply for it and get into it, be in uniform and study engineering. So there are a lot of options up to 12th standard. After your degree, there is Combined Defense Service Examination, technical graduates, that is for engineers, short service commission for men and women, including cadets of NCC who have passed the C certificate, And if you have passed your law exams, you can get into the judge advocate general entry. So this is one of the best services in India. There are specific courses in English literature which you can do. You don't have to get into BCom or BSc. You have to can do a direct bachelor's in English literature. There are options for it nowadays. So many colleges are there. So you have to guide them properly. That is the most important part, I think. I think Principal Madam can add to it from her experience.
Rightly said, sir. The parents are the first guru of the child. So child is getting the guidance from home itself. Okay, so both that unanimously can really guide the child in respect of selection of any career option. And certainly on the basis of needs and dreams, we are thinking about this career option. But very good thing that you explained, I like the most. There are many career options, but first of all, that character building is very, very important. And the child must be a very good human being. If child is a very good human being, certainly the success of the child can be enjoyed, can be cherished for the benevolence of the society, country, and the planet.
Exactly.
Sir, we have a question from Prayesh Gupta.
Yes.
He asked, sir, how can we do more specialization in economics and what subjects to choose?
Yes, it's a good, economics is a very vast field. See, in India, it's not improved so much. You can, if I talk about India, you can do an you can do your BA in economics and an MA in economics, and you can become an economics professor. But if you don't do PhD in India, there is no value. If you go to foreign countries, like a country like USA, I had a student who went for a bachelor's in economics. He has got some specialization subjects in economics, which he liked it so much, he continued the MS studies there after doing a bachelor's. And ultimately, he is to become a professor of economics and work for the United Nations. I don't know where she got the same when she was studying in 12th. She told, I want to become an economist in a particular field. That's an agri-based field, she's working on it. So she had her dreams. So she converted into her dreams into this thing. She's doing her MS PhD in US, Carnegie Mellon. And they've got a lot of opportunities like doing it there. In India, those opportunities open up after some years. It will take some years for the economic stream to open. Because here, I always feel that they're giving many importance for all the parents are they're not thinking about economics field. They're thinking about medical or IT or something like that. Economics is a very vast subject. You have got different specializations there. Whichever specialization you want, you can choose it. Further, if they want, they can just email me. I'll give you all the specialization list.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
The next question is from Karthik. He's in 10th standard now and he wants to join the police force. So he's asking for
Yes.
any specific
Good
colleges.
question. Good question. For the police course, you can do science group, you can take science group, commerce or arts. But I will tell you, science and arts group will be more preferable. Why? If you want tomorrow, if you want to join the police group, today you think about police. Yes, police top the thing is IPS. So you should be concerned of how to pass IPS. That is, you have to do a civil service examination. You have to give a civil service examination. For that, the basic qualification is any degree. So if you want to really want to become good, that is a IPS officer, you have to concentrate on your degree. So if he wants to do that, he's got two options. One is from the science group. In the science group, there is this thing known as forensic science degree. If he does the forensic science degree and completes it, then write civil service exam, become an IPS officer. Or in humanities, if he takes up correctional and administration. So correctional administration as his branch. And if it that is also a part of forensic science. And he can take the cyber science also, cyber security also in his degree program. If he gets into it and completes it and joins the IPS officer, he will have a very good career as an IPS officer because he has gone into some specialization. In today's day, cyber security is one of the most important aspects where the police force has been not been able to crack it because of a lack of personnel in this. After 5 years, you think it will have more people in demand. Yeah, until you have got debit cards and credit cards and all those things, you will cyber security is in a and for physical this enforcement also. Police force is a good thing. If you do this forensic science and get into it, I think that you can beat in India. And you can apply for state-wise police force also after this degree. You can apply for the state-wise police. But IPS is better than state police. Gives you a good result.
Ganesh sir, I think the commerce students can also do well in respect of IPS.
Yes, ma'am. Commerce students also can do well, ma'am. They learn all the financial irregularities.
Yes. They can check the financial scams. They can check the
Yes.
financial scam. And they
Yes,
are
ma'am.
having this knowledge of this debit card, credit
Yes, ma'am.
card, and various instrument of the commerce, trade and commerce.
Exactly.
And-
In the further to that, they can
Yes.
get into enforcement directorate or something, becoming an IPS. They can get themselves posted there.
Yes. So whatever
So
subjects
maybe-
they are having, so they can make sure these subjects while serving the nation through this service.
All the three streams are equally apt for police force.
Yes.
Okay, sir, we have another question.
Excuse
Are
me, sir.
there any specific and specialized degrees for being in the field of music production?
Music? Yeah, please come back. Music?
Music production.
Music production, yes. I would like to speak on it. It's a good question. Very good. See, for music, you have to have an idea about electrical engineering. Okay. Acoustics is the course which you have to do if you want to get into music. Okay. So in foreign countries, it's electrical and electronics comes under electrical branch only. In India, the branch is separated as electronics and electrical. So if you want to do want to do good in music after your degree, basic degrees what you have to have is BE in electrical or electronics. And after that, you can do your acoustic engineering MS course, which helps you in music. You can become a music director. You can become a good inventor of music instruments. You can become a what you call a good manipulator of music also. You have got so many specialization in acoustic engineering. You can get into it.
Okay, sir. We have a question from
Excuse
Prayash.
me, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prayash?
Sorry to interrupt you, sir, in between. First of all, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So my question to you is that what economists do, as you have answered the first of my question. So in which you have have used the term economist. So what economists do actually?
Economists study about the economic policies of the country, of the world, how the world goes about it. Microeconomics, macroeconomics. This is what you asked?
Yes, sir. And this, sir, there's one more thing. But what are the job profiles we are having when we do specialization in economics?
Yeah, job profiles is you can get into R&D, you can get into teaching, you can get into the government service, economic service, in the Department of Economics and policy making. These are the specialities where you can get into. Budgeting, finance budget. There also you need an economist there. It's basically a course where you study the economy of a country or an international economy or something like that, which helps you in formulating all those needs. Bring that into a platter, you create a budget. That's how economics goes. It's micro and macro. Yeah, it's micro and macro, and you can decide what you want to do there.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, do a PhD in economics. Then you'll get into all this.
And we have another question from Vanshika Jain.
Yes.
She's currently doing humanities with economics and maths, and she wants to choose actual science. I think she's referring to BSc.
Yeah, no, actual science, it's a good subject. Not only to BSc, you have got BSc in actual science. Even engineers do actual science. After engineering, they get into actual science. In humanities, you can do BSc in actual science. The main job of actual science is undermining the risk of insurance policies, and all those things. So you have to have a maths, basic maths idea about basic maths and economics and statistics for
Okay, sir.
actual science. You
Another
can get into
question.
all the insurance companies.
Sir, it is in
Okay.
great demand
Yes, ma'am.
across the world. It is in great demand, India and
Nowadays,
abroad.
yeah, actuarial science last 2 years, they don't have the necessary manpower to run it.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's one of the courses after 5 years, it will be very much in demand. Today only it is in demand because foreign insurance companies are trying to enter India. In foreign countries nowadays, if you have an accident, you don't fight it out like they do in the streets of India. You just park your car and wait. The police will come, then the actuarial will come. The insurance company will send the actuarial guy. He will come, both of them estimate, they put the case, they solve their own problem because they run on insurance policies. In India, insurance policies is something where you just show your insurance policy to a police inspector and just award the fine. But there it's something great. It's different.
Okay, sir. We have a
Yeah.
question. Ritvik Arya wants to be a pilot in commercial aviation. So how
Yes.
does he go about it?
Commercial aviation. See, becoming a pilot in commercial aviation is quite easy because you study, you apply for a CPL. So for CPL, you need several hours of flying hours, which you can join a flying school after your 12th standard. But physics and maths are necessary there to study to become a pilot. So I will, as far as you go, I will advise you do your degree or your engineering, whatever it is, and along with that, you study for becoming a pilot. You train yourself in a pilot institute where they teach you about flying, and you can become a commercial flight pilot. After CPL, after so many hours, you can become a flying pilot in commercial standards. But your basic course should be good. So a bachelor of aerospace or a bachelor of aeronautical engineering, that's the subject you have to choose, educational goal. So it will be a very good thing if you have a BE in aeronautical engineering along with a CPL or along with aerospace engineering along with CPL. It might get you into the biggest league, like an Airbus industry wants to test a commercial jet. They apply people who have a background in aerospace and aviation engineering to test all the flights which they manufacture. You can become a test pilot also in commercial airspace. And if you want to just work in a commercial aerospace company, you can just do your degree. Any degree will do, but you can do your CPL also. But I always advise that the highest this thing is better if you study your aeronautical engineering and become a commercial pilot.
Okay, sir. We have a question from Sachi. Sir, would
Yes.
it be beneficial to be a vet?
Vet, Bachelor in Veterinary Science. I told you, you can become 9 types of doctors. One is BVSC course, Bachelor in Veterinary Science. So Bachelor in Veterinary Science is a very good course. Nowadays, I'll tell you, don't mind, because nowadays it's very great demand is there for BVSC because all people have got pets at home. They've got dogs and cats and everything. So you can earn nicely also there. Don't mistake me, but you can earn very good in pets, breeding pets and looking after them also.
Okay,
And
sir.
if you look at their animals are there, domesticated animals are there, even they can be looked after by pets. If you are in the rural areas, mostly you'll have a very good people following you if you are good in the subject. But in cities, I think a person holding a dog in his house or a cat in his house will surely come to you. Yes,
Okay,
it's a
sir.
5.5 years course, BVSC.
I think Karthik has an extension of his question.
Yeah.
He wants to choose humanities and wants
Yeah.
to join police force, but his maths is not good, and he's trying
So
to improve it, but
yeah,
it's not happening.
he can join. I told you, no, he can join police force. Entrance exam, that is a civil service exam. If he aims for IPS, he should have a knowledge about mathematics. See, I tell you, all the students, please hear that mathematics is one of the most important subjects you have to study. All your life, somewhere or the other, it comes in terms. So all the entrance exams conducted in India, most of them have mathematics as a specialized subject. So you can't tell that you are not liking maths. You have to be good till 12th standard in your maths. Maybe it might not be your favorite subject, but you have to work hard on it to cover all the entrance exams.
Okay, sir. So I have one personal question.
Yeah.
Is there a provision in the army or defense forces for a working professional, civil person to serve in the army for a tenure of say 6 months or something like that?
No,
Part-time
no,
service, sir?
no. A defense service doesn't encourage civilian part-time this thing, part-time services. They have got, you can, there is another option there. If they give some contracts for something, maintenance or something, that time the company wise they can get into contracts with them, and they'll be going through a security check and getting it to working as part-time with the company, as a company, as the profile, not as individual. In
Okay.
individual, it's not encouraged.
Ganesh sir, I want to clarify certain facts in respect of mathematics. This time
Yes.
CBSE has bifurcated this mathematics. One is applied mathematics and standard mathematics.
Yes.
So if child wants to go for the IPS, he should have the basic knowledge of mathematics, the application of mathematics. So through this
Exactly.
applied mathematics, that he can apply for the IPS exams also. He can have this dream of becoming this IPS. And
Exactly.
standard maths can be taken by the students who's opting for this engineering or where
Yes.
heavy mathematics is required, sir.
Yes, yes, ma'am. In simple terms, we can call it that addition, subtraction, multiplication, division is the basic course, and calculus and logarithms and all those are highest courses.
No, sir, higher than this also. All sort
Yeah.
of measurements are also there.
Yes, ma'am.
Will be helped to
Well,
check this
then,
disciplinary area and other aspects of the
Exactly.
profession of the service.
exam. If some people have to aim for foreign courses or something, they have to clear the SAT, GRE, GMAT, all those things. You have to know, have a knowledge about mathematics. Not only applied, every area of mathematics. It's very important. So that time people will fluctuate. They don't know some aspects or they're not interested. They will not study here. But when they write those exams, it will be very difficult for them. So it's better mathematics as a whole. You study, keep some interest. I'm not also good at calculus, but somehow I'm scraped through in all my courses. But like ma'am told, for IPS, you can scrape through. Nothing in that.
Sir, every child has some uniqueness in this world. So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
have to see if child is having phobia of the maths, we try our best to eliminate this kind of this phobia. So in that
Exactly.
case, we can give them this applied mathematics, where around this 60% of the standard mathematics is being covered up, sir.
Exactly. Exactly.
So one last question, sir.
Yes.
How to join the defense forces after you have completed your engineering or your degree?
Engineering or your degree. See, engineering have got this technical fields to enter defense services. After you do your BE, the integrated services, that is Army, Air Force, Navy, will have a separate application form, separate examinations for people of technical background. So they'll advertise in the newspaper for those, whether when you are in the 7th semester, you can apply for those courses. And when the your engineering gets over, you can, if you are passed out with flying colors, you can get into directly into Army, Navy, and Air Force as a technical stream guy. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And administrative, after degree, there is an administrative vacancy in Army, Air Force, Navy. You get into administrative colleges, Army Administrative College, Navy, and Air Force Administrative College. That is after your degree. There are advertisements again in newspapers. They call out for administrative branch. So people having commerce, science, or whatever it is, humanities, they can apply for this after their degree. They can qualify for these exams, get into SSBs, pass SSBs, and get into administrative services. Defense services, all the tri-services have got accounts officers, administrative officers, logistic officers, education officers, all these core officers are available in defense services. So for that, even all these administrative courses, you can pass your degree and get into it.
Okay, sir. So one question is from Kanishka. Is becoming a data scientist a good job, or there is another good option?
Data scientist is a very vast field, and today you have a lot of demand. And for the next 10 years, I don't think data scientist will sit down peacefully. He's got a lot of job. So becoming a data scientist is the best thing you have made. You have made your decision, but please work along. Ensure that you become a data scientist. Life is very good if you become a data scientist. You can go up to PhD level. You do a BE in computer science or information technology. And if you want coding, you can study computer science. If you don't want to study coding, you can get into IT, information technology, complete your BE in that, get into MS data science, or in BE only you can get additional subject as data science, and then complete your MS in data science, PhD in data science. Before that, you'll get your internship also to work along with companies. They'll offer you internship because there are less people trained data scientists or less today's date, and there's a great value attached to data scientists. What does he do? He collects all the data, combines and gives. To here, it is very simple. In today's competitive world, it's the most difficult job of compiling information according to the needs and uses. So please work on it. It's a very good job.
Thank you, sir. I think there are no more questions. So I request Rotractor Chaitanya to propose a vote of thanks.
So one thing I want to clear, the child has asked for data scientist, that SRN is conducting these classes in the evening, that is artificial intelligence, including coding.
Good. Good.
So children are attending these classes and just earning the expertise this way.
Yeah, that's a good option for children who want to get into data scientists. You can start it now, right now.
Rightly said, because there are so many now subjects. Sometimes child is confused that he wants to study languages, science, mathematics, social science, artificial intelligence, and number of life skill activities. So it's good if child is going to identify the interest and aptitude and can have the specialization in few subjects as per his or her interest. So that will be giving the good, you can say, result.
Okay, so any other questions regarding data science? I have put up some libraries in the chat box. So that will be really useful for students who are interested in data science and machine learning and all that. Okay, so since there are no questions, Rotractor Chaitanya, she'll be giving the vote of thanks.
The unthankful heart discovers no mercies, but a thankful heart will find in every hour some heavenly blessings. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I, Rotractor Chaitanya, deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable session. Let me, first of all, start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's session a resounding success. On behalf of the participating students and the organization, I would first and foremost like to convey our heartfelt gratitude to Rotarian Ganesh Balakrishnan, who despite his busy schedule has found time to enrich us with a life-changing session and pointers to mold our life. Thank you very much, sir. This session wouldn't be possible without the efforts of our beloved principal of RV College of Engineering, Dr. K.N. Subramanya sir, Professor Shirisha ma'am, and the management of SRN International School. We owe our deepest gratitude to the principal of SRN International School for providing us with this platform to enrich the students and prepare them for a brighter future. We hope for the students to have a goal in their lives after today and follow the path of success. Finally, I leave you this inspiring quote by Arthur Ashe: start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. And all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Really, it was a wonderful session. And in future also, as the respected principal ma'am stated, that in future also we are looking forward to have these kind of sessions. Thank you once again to everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
Ganesh.
you. Thank you,
Ganesh, sir.
Principal Ma'am and Vice Principal Ma'am, for your kind words. And I really I'd like to thank the RVCE Rotaract Club and the institution for making it a success, and all the students for hearing me out with patience for around 1.5 hours, and getting the doubts cleared. If any other further doubts you have, you can contact me. And I also want to thank Rotarian Agarwal sir for making this a success. He is our career counseling guidance chairman in RID 3190. So thank him for the opportunity, and thank you very much, everyone.
And not to forget to thanks our counselor ma'am Gargi ma'am, who was coordinating on behalf of SRN, and Manang Gyan, who was coordinating from Karnataka. Thanks both of you for coordinating and performing this session very well. Thank you.